What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing Centipede, which was released in the arcades back in 1981 by Atari. Then it was ported to different consoles like the NES, Atari 5200, Atari 2600, Atari 7800, ColecoVision, and other consoles. You know what I'm saying? It pretty much had like other like remakes and stuff like that, part of compilations throughout the years since its release. You know what I'm saying? Now, pretty much the plot is pretty simple. I would say bare bones even, where you play as a ship that have to protect the mushroom patch from different arachnids and insects and stuff like that. You will pretty much encounter fleas, scorpions, and spiders and stuff like that. But your main emphasis is on the centipede. You know what I'm saying? You gotta destroy that creature. You know what I'm saying? Before it destroys all of the mushrooms and all that. You know what I'm saying? You can only advance through the next stage by taking out the centipede. You know what I'm saying? You know, and scoring in this game really does depend on what you hit. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, if you hit a mushroom, you pretty much get a point. But if you ended up dying because of like a spider or a scorpion run into you, it's like 5 points per mushroom when they get restored and stuff. Now the fleas are worth 200 points. The spiders are worth a particular amount depending on how close they are to you. It could be like 300, 600, or 900 points. You know what I'm saying? The scorpions are worth 1,000 points, and their appearance is the rarest out of all the enemies. You know what I'm saying? As far as the centipede itself, the points you get from it depending on where you hit it. If you hit the centipede in the body, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty much worth 10 points. But if you hit the head, it pretty much worth 100 points. And if you like hit one of the body parts of the centipede, whether it's the second part or the last part of the centipede, it will separate. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much the strategy is it's pretty much hit the head every single time, so it won't have to separate. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the extra lives are concerned, you can get an extra life per 1,000, 12,000, 50, 15,000, or 20,000. The maximum amount of points you can get in Centipede is 999,999 points. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the stages are concerned, the only way you will know that you advance to the next stage is when the mushroom patch changes colors and all that. It can go from red to green to blue, and it's all depending on you taking out the centipede on each stage. You know what I'm saying? Now the graphics and design of centipede for centipede are pretty good. You know what I'm saying, with good color palettes. You know what I'm saying. It is worth noting that some versions of centipede are better than others. You know what I'm saying? Like the graphics and design of centipede, I'll say, as far as the arcade version, are pretty good. I would say the NES version is pretty good too. I would say the Atari 2600 version is pretty dated. You know what I'm saying? For an example of graphics that's not as good. You know what I'm saying, as the other versions. Now, as far as the gameplay, is pretty much the same thing where it is good. You know what I'm saying, but some versions of Centipede is better than others in terms of the graphic, in terms of the controls and gameplay and all that. You know what I'm saying? And the soundtrack and the sound effects are pretty good. It would be safe to say that the soundtracks and sound effects are the best aspect of Centipede. You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say that Centipede, whether you're talking about the arcade version, NES version, Atari 2600 even, the Centipede is pretty much a classic game, you know what I'm saying? I would definitely recommend it to anybody who is a retro gamer, regardless of which version you're talking about, whether it's the NES arcade version, Atari 2600, ColecoVision, and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's dependent. It's really like depending on personal preference in terms of the consoles themselves, which ones you like to play. You know what I'm saying? As far as the score, I would definitely give Centipede a 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It really comes down to which version of Centipede is good, which one is like not so good, and all that. With that being said, if you like Centipede, whether you're talking about the NES version, the arcade version, Atari 2600 version, you can mention it in the comment section of the video. If you like my video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.